¿Qué lo que mi gente? Soy yo, Gadiel del Orbe. Welcome back to the Gadiel del Orbe Show, episode 48. I appreciate you guys being here this week. Last week was a phenomenal week. Your man was in Napa Valley, tomando vino, tú sabes. I felt a little bougie. So, turns out there's this thing called Latino Hive. And what that is, I don't know if I'm allowed to say it publicly or whatever, but I'm going to say it to you anyways. You know, because a lot of people that listen to me are Latinos too. So Latino Hive is like this thing that people come together, they drink wine, but like a lot of Latinos are in the space of like executives, business owners, executives in different types of industries. Because you find comedians, people in the entertainment, people like that does draft beers and stuff like that. So last week I was there. So everybody's like an entrepreneur, but it felt different. We were in Napa. And I'm going to tell you something, Napa Valley is super expensive. Napa Valley is like a bougie place. But I'll tell you this event was like a place where people, like-minded people just came together. They talked things out. It's all about growth. It's like 4 days on personal growth, which was amazing, bro. And we visit vineyards that were owned by Latinos, right? So it's like every Latino that's making things happen, right? And a big takeaway for me was like, damn, like our buying power is like $3.4 trillion. Like Latinos are a powerhouse in this country, right? And if we were to all work together, can you imagine the shit that we could accomplish, bro? Can you imagine? We could, why don't we don't even own our own networks. Is there a network owned by Latinos? Because Televisa ain't it, or Telemundo. They don't. So it was cool to be around like-minded people. You know, there was like, I think I was like, there was not a lot of people my age, though. I ain't gonna lie. And if you did see people my age, we're mostly women. Yo, there's women are doing stuff. Women are making things happen, bro. Y'all are sleeping. I feel like if y'all want to meet people that are like-minded, cough up that an extra $2,500, $2,000, and go to a networking event like that, bro. Because over there, like you at least I made new friends, bro. I made new friends, new connections, people that understood me. I was able to be open with, and the whole vibe was great. There were people that were VCs, so. I don't know. How can you find it? If you're interested in something like that, DM me and maybe, I don't know if it's by invite only. Maybe, I don't know if it's a secret. But it was phenomenal. I met Al Madrigal. I met a whole lot of people. And I don't know. And while I was gone, man, a lot of things happened. I came back Friday. We had a show on Saturday, and Saturday there was a show that we had, was a festival in Harlem, bro. It's called Monsters Ball, and the Monsters Ball was like top dope ass comedians, like the strongest comedians you ever seen. And I met this dude called Isaiah Kelly. Let me tell y'all something, bro. Black comedians are the best comedians for a reason, bro. I feel like if you want to be great in comedy, you have to be in front of a black. I learned that you have to be in front of a black crowd. And Harlem has a comedy club. Comedy Harlem is the only black-owned comedy club in New York City. And these people, all these comedians, I feel like I was playing amongst NBA players. I haven't laughed that hard in such a long time, and it was consistent. It was one after the other. I ain't gonna lie, I was scared of shit because I hosted the show. And when I'm in front of a black crowd, they either love you or they hate you. They love you or they hate you. And you could lose them. I appreciate black crowds because you have to be authentic. It makes sense. And if you think about it, the best comedians, what were they? They were black. The best comedians, you think about like, my favorite comedians, I ain't gonna lie, like if I put it on, they're all black. We talk about Chris Rock, Eddie Murphy, Richard Pryor, right? stand-up comedians, Kevin Hart is the one that inspired me. I used to have a picture on the wall, and it was just a picture of them, because those are the people that inspired me, and they were all black comedians, and it makes sense. It makes sense because there's a rhythm to black comedy. There's an essence to it. There's a sense of authenticity, and black crowd, if you're inauthentic, there's any sense of inauthenticity, they don't fuck with you. I'm not gonna lie, that Saturday was the best time of my life I ever experienced at a comedy show. I was scared. I was scared as shit. I felt like I was going into war. But if you think about the funniest people, you ever been you ever been like in a group of black folks and you're laughing and everybody's funny as hell? It's because there's a standard of comedy in those spaces. For real, bro. No lie, I was scared as shit. I was scared. But I pulled through, bro. Hosted that shit. And shout out to my guy PJ, Jamie Roberts, Nikki, Sunshine. All those people in Comedy Harlem. Yo, if you're in New York, bro, if you're in New York, you need to go to Comedy in Harlem, bro. Yeah, no lie. You want to see black comedy, you want to see the best comedians, they are in Comedy in Harlem, bro. And I know a lot of people come to New York. They come to New York and they go like, yo, I'm going to go to the Cellar. And I know the Cellar is famous. The Cellar, no shots. The Cellar is famous. The Cellar is great. It's fun. You also have like Top Dogs, the NBA of New York City in there. But because you get more famous people there. But when you go to Harlem, bruh, is something that, like, bro, you haven't seen. Bro, I'm not gonna lie, bro. I was there contemplating my comedy career. I was like, yo, I gotta go back and write, bro. That's how crazy it is. I wish I would have taken a video of how crazy it is. It was called Monster. The festival was Monsters Ball, but it was at Comedy in Harlem. Bruh, man. That was fun. That week was fun, bro. And come back, bro. And I ain't gonna lie. And I got a lot of shit this past week because Spirit Airlines went through bankruptcy. They closed down Spirit, and people were mad at me. I'm not gonna lie. I put out a video, and the video was that, like, they were like, "Oh, Spirit's going out of business." And for me, I don't feel bad for Spirit. I feel bad. And let me tell you. Let me preface this. Yo, it's sad that people lost their job. I think 17,000 people. I'm heartbroken. There's a lot of people that depend on this job. They have to pay the mortgage. They have to eat. Man, and I wish them the best. I wish they find something. Right? I wish there was something I could do to help the people that lost their job. Right? And it's sad. But I hate that airline. I hate Spirit. I flew Spirit once, bro. And I took it because it was the cheapest airline. And I didn't know that Spirit charges you even for the air you breathe, bro. You know, I'm used to like going to these airplanes and you carry on. You don't have to pay for the carry on. And I was like, I booked a ticket from Las Vegas back to LA. And it was the cheapest ticket. But by the time you pay for the carry on and you pay for your luggage, like, it's way more expensive than any other airline. No, like, it was $75 to check in my bag. It was another $75 for the carry-on. I'm used to going to airlines that I don't ever pay for any carry-on. I did not know that people actually charge for carry-ons. It was an extra $75 each. How much is that? Like $150 extra on top of the ticket. Mind you, the other airline, and I was like, yo, you know what? And I booked it that same day. I was like, yo, no, you know what? Let me cancel it. And then Spirit also has this policy that you cannot cancel the same day. Like, even if you bought it within 24 hours, they don't cancel. Yes. So I had to eat that up. So it became the most expensive flight out of all the flights that were listed. I should have just bought my Delta ticket instead of going, oh, you know, look how cheap Spirit was. If I would have flown Delta, it would have been way cheaper. I ain't gonna lie, I felt like I was scammed. And after that day, you know, Spirit became my enemy, bro. like enemy, like anything spirit. Spirit turned into Spirit Halloween. They're gonna start selling costumes in the airplanes because, man, and let me tell you something. I feel sad for the people, you know. I feel sad for the people that lost their jobs. I do, man. You know, my heart goes out to you. My heart goes out to you. But man, y'all should have talked to somebody. I was like, after that day. Also, I'm pretty sure I'm not the only one that experienced this, because there was a lot of people like, oh my God, I'm so sad. That spirit. But let's be honest. This is part of a bigger issue, bro. You think Spirit is gonna be the only one? You think Spirit is gonna be the only airline that's gonna go down? JetBlue is in $9 billion debt, bro. JetBlue has a $9 billion debt now with the fuel costs going up. I think that they're also spending like an extra $1 billion just on jet fuel. Jet fuel is like one of their highest expenses and stuff like that. They were supposed to, I think there was a time that JetBlue and Spirit was supposed to merge, right? And, you know, they denied the merger. And lately they were in talks into like bailing out Spirit. It was like $500 million to bail out Spirit. And they said no. They don't have no money to bail out no Spirit. So either way, if they would have merged with the amount of debt that JetBlue has, it would have failed either way. We talk about the fuel cost went up 104%, bro. For 1 year to like with a matter of months, like it was a matter of 2 months, jet fuel went up 102%. Like it was unmanageable. They're gonna. I wouldn't be surprised if JetBlue goes down and a lot of other airlines go down. And this is only the beginning, man. This is only the beginning. And I feel bad for all the people that were like, "Yo, hold on, I bought my tickets. What's gonna happen with that?" They're not gonna get a refund, bro. This fuel cost is crazy, and we talk about the highest margin, like not the highest, like yeah. I think the highest cost, the highest expense for airlines is jet fuel, and they had a major increase, bruh. And we're not talking about like it's only gonna, people don't understand like how serious this is. I don't think people are like, okay, we're talking about spirit. Bro. Delta right now is talking about like increasing to get $10 a bag, right? And they're looking for ways to, how can they make extra money? The cost of the airlines are gonna go up. All the airlines. I think people don't understand how much this is gonna affect us. Because it's not only going to be like, oh, yeah, the flights. So we're talking about transportation here, transporting goods to America. But the experts are saying that even if, let's say we end the war today or tomorrow, it's going to take months to get back on track. Yes. It is what it is, bro. It's sad. This is crazy, bro. And it's sad because like we're seeing it all over, all through. Like we're seeing things change drastically, and people are hurting, bro. Like even like right now, I just made a purchase, and I'm the one. I buy groceries. When I buy groceries, I remember my groceries being like $50, 60. Because it's just me. I buy little simple stuff. Like right now, my groceries do not go under 100. Do not go under 100. It's only me on it. I buy basic stuff. Milk, potatoes, meat, and that's it. Eggs. Of course, eggs. I eat a lot of eggs. I also eat the bougie eggs. I like those eggs that you open in. That shit is super yellow. Nah, not yellow. I mean orange. Yes. That's how I like it. I like my egg yolk to look like an Amber Alert. Yes. I don't know what's going to happen, bro. I don't know what's going to happen. Man, and if you're going through it and you need somebody to talk to, man, you can always DM me. I'll read my DMs. Write in the comments. Talk to me. Tell me what you think about this whole conversation I'm talking about. Right? And I don't even know what's gonna happen with the next generation because, right now there's this dude. I think his name is Clavicular, and there's a study that came out. 18 to 24-year-old, all they care about is Looksmaxxing. Bruh. All these kids are like 18 to 24. All they researching is Looksmaxxing. And this guy, Clavicular, is a dude that he's all about, oh yeah, I gotta look good at all times. And these people, they don't know how to interact with regular ass people. They don't know how to have a regular conversation. He's like, I gotta look good. And he picks up girls like that. He does. So these kids are watching them like, oh, this is, I guess, how it works. And this dude smashes, he does bone smashing. He grabs a hammer and he smashes the bones of his cheek to make it stronger and bigger. Bruh. The dude is a handsome dude, I ain't gonna lie. But I'm a little concerned because now I was looking online, like there's over 300,000 searches on Looksmaxxing. Looksmaxxing, bro. These dudes, men became women now. Next generation of men from 18 to 24 are gonna be all women. The future women and men are gonna be competing for the same men. And it's like, bruh, it's crazy. Bruh. I don't know where we headed. We're in a war. The prices are up 104%. Bro, I think we just gotta create our own country. We gotta do something, come together. I think we just need to bring bachata back. That's how we're gonna save the world. All right? Bring bachata back. We gotta all right, come together as a community, as Latinos. Be like, yo, let's start a business together. All right? Let's start our own country. Yes. I could be the president. We could call it Latino Republic. I don't know. We got to think about it. That's not a bad idea. We got to think about names. We got to call it something. But man, and let me tell you something. I was like, and I talk to my sister all the time, right? And my sister, like my baby sister's like 21 years old, and she's like, I'm tired of these men. I'm tired. I don't want to date anymore. And I don't even blame her because a lot of the she's educated. My sister's educated. My sister's not gonna date any regular ass dude. I'm sorry. And most dudes are uneducated. And now we have a lot of influencers going online going like, yo, don't go to school. You don't need school. You're gonna become an employee. I'm like, bro, you need an education. Bro, I was like, yo, I met women in the Napa Valley that were educated, smart women, beautiful women. Women are making shit happen. Bro, I met one girl, gorgeous girl. Not that I met her like, I just met her like, at the event. Beautiful Latina that has a physics degree. She's a physicist. She's like, I'm a scientist. Bruh. You also have to think about like this. There's people in situations like this, like these women are highly educated. You think these women are gonna pay attention to a dude que está comiendo mierda that I don't wanna be educated? You can't even have a conversation about splitting atoms. You think she's gonna be interested into a dude that be like, yo, you know what? This dude don't even know what 1 + 1 is. He can't even spell onomatopoeia. That's a high level of intelligence. These women are high level of intelligence, bro. No son pelagato. My sister is not a pelagato. That girl that I met over there, eso no un pelagato. And majority, we talk about majority of there's a lot more women that are educated than men, and we're going down a route that people are just saying, don't get educated. Be stupid. Hammer your face. That's all you need is to hammer your face. And these dudes are like, all they care about is researching how to hammer your face. Yep. That's where we're going. Yep. Bueno. That's what I want to talk to you guys about. I hope everybody had a great week. I had a great week last week. I'm going to keep doing it. I have a show tonight at Broadway. 2 shows tonight. I'm excited about that. I love being here. I'm back in New York City. But I want to make it a thing that I travel more. All right, I want to be traveling more. I want to keep you guys updated with a lot of things that happen in life and projects that I'm working on. And I also want to thank you guys for always being here and listening to the shit that I got to say. Sometimes I'm like, why the fuck are you even listening to me? But I feel like I've developed a friendship with you guys. You know what I'm saying? I enjoy doing this. Hopefully you guys enjoy listening. Bueno, I'm going to get going because I don't be doing these long. Sometimes I do like an hour podcast or 1 hour or 35 minutes or stuff like that. But I said everything I had to say. You deep dove into you deep dove into Gadiel's brain. Okay? That's enough. All right? Bueno, I'm going to get going because that's how I am. I love you guys. I'll be here next week, Wednesday. Every Wednesday, we shoot out a new episode. Thank you for being with me. I love you. Lo quiero mucho. Y que la pase bien.